Yo, what is poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back with another banger. You know how we do. Before we get started, we got to give a shout out to you, the people who stopped by to watch this video and say thank you. But while you're here, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave your comments down in the comment section because you know we chop it up and have a ball in the comment section. And before we get started, because this going to be a quickie, we give a shout out to our ladies of the CU aunties. And, they support 12 to the fullest. Not just this 12, that other 12, that other 5, that other 28, you know, all the boys from the CU. So, CU aunties, appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the love and support. And make sure y'all give them a shout out when y'all catch them in the comment section or in the chat when we are live. But let's jump right into this manufactured mess of Tony Grossi, who is the biggest, I ain't gonna say hater. I'm gonna say Tony Grossi doesn't understand the situation. Tony Grossi doesn't understand where we come from and why we feel the way that we feel. Tony Grossi only knows what he knows. He's old. He's set in his ways. And ain't no change in a reporter who's only reported on things in a certain way and only seen things operate under a certain statute and only believe things should operate in that manner and don't see things in a different light. But let's talk about it. So Tony Grossi, as y'all know, is a ESPN Cleveland writer and a reporter who has always, since Shedeur has been in Cleveland, insisted and reminded everybody that Shedeur Sanders is Cleveland's fifth round quarterback. He was picked after Dylan Gabriel. The Cleveland Browns like him, like Dylan Gabriel, more than they like him. And the fact is that Tony doesn't understand why fans come after him all the time and correct him all the time because we know that Shedeur Sanders is not a true fifth round pick. They didn't like Dylan Gabriel more than they like Shedeur. And Dylan Gabriel is not a better quarterback than Shedeur. It is just that simple. It is on film. It is on the internet. He is better statistically. He is better technically. He is better height, build, speed. Better. It's just there. All of that can't be disputed. Those are just facts. And I'm going to let Tony Grossi talk to you.
One of them is the most popular player in the history of the NFL, apparently, Shedeur Sanders, whose legions of fans are incredible. But trust me, it's we've had Baker Mayfield here, Johnny Manziel, and Shedeur's fandom is as passionate and as I don't know what the best word to describe them is other than they're all on you if you say or write or say or hint anything negative that Shedeur is not the greatest player in history. So that's what's unique about this situation. Shedeur was a fifth round pick, and he's selling more jerseys than any rookie who was drafted. And there's some other, his Instagram, his social media following, like laps any rookie out there. And he was a fifth round pick. So there you go. And he is, in the order of their quarterbacks, at least through OTAs and minicamp, he's number 4 on their depth chart. And his fandom can't accept that's going to change, and it may change, but right now, that's the storyline. Every day I talk about it. Almost every day I write about it, and I hear about it every day.
And you will continue to hear about it Because, yes, Shedeur Sanders was a 5th-round pick, but he is not a true 5th-round pick. Tell me a 5th-round pick that you know that sells more jerseys than anybody else drafted in his rookie class. That's not by circumstance. It's not by happenstance. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You have to be good and popular to sell that many jerseys than the number 1 pick. The number 2 pick, who is your best man's, your teammate, a Heisman Trophy winner, to be better than those guys, to be more popular than those guys, and sell out Cleveland Brown. We're talking Cleveland Brown jerseys, dog. We're not talking New York Giants jerseys, Raider jerseys. You know, we're not talking Cowboy jerseys. The team matters also. But no matter where this player goes, he's going to be that guy. Because regardless of what Tony Grossi thinks or how he wants to spin it, yes, Shedeur Sanders is the 4th quarterback on this depth chart. That's only because they don't want to lose their status, because he's going to have to be changed, because he's better than the quarterbacks in front of him. And every day y'all try to suppress this information, it's going to get worse. I'm going to give y'all some more of Tony Grossi's BS.
People in Colorado have been dying for somebody to ask you this. They want to know, Tony, why every time you mention Shedeur Sanders, particularly when it comes to his success, you also mention Dillon Gabriel. Like, Shedeur's success can't live on its own. It's always living in your mind with Dillon Gabriel alongside of him. Can you explain why that seems to be the case?
I just think Gabriel is overlooked because of the massive shadow that Shedeur casts. And I get the feeling that everyone thinks Shedeur is the only player out there working hard, and he's the only one who's the last to leave. But I think people are overlooking there's another quarterback that the Browns rated higher than him. So be prepared if you see that guy play before Shedeur, because they like him a lot.
We know there's another player. His name is Dillon Gabriel. We just don't talk about it because that's not what we're here for. Yes, Dillon Gabriel is there, but there's a quarterback that was drafted behind him that shouldn't have been. That's the truth. And everybody knows it. That's why we are talking about it. That's why everybody's not worried about Dillon Gabriel, because he was drafted before a quarterback that he is no way better than. That's the problem. You see it. You just don't want to say it because you think because they drafted Dillon Gabriel before they drafted Shedeur that they like him more. No, they don't. They just trying to save face and present to you Dillon Gabriel. But once you see Shedeur with them ones, you're going to forget Dillon Gabriel even on that step. And your whole attention is going to be like, why are we even doing this? And that's what they're trying to avoid. And it's coming to an end. And they're trying to game plan on when this happens. Because come training camp, it's going to happen. And those questions start coming up. What are we going to do? See, because what they're going to say is, well, Shedeur went on doing this break and he got better. No, Shedeur has already been this good. We know it. We've been telling you this. We've been saying it. We've seen it. You saw it. That's why you went to visit him so many times. That's why you went to watch him work out so many times. That's why you went to so many practices. But you made that deal with your homeboys. And y'all tried to punish him and his father. And you drafted him, and now you don't want to look like an idiot. Too late. He in there. You're going to look like an idiot in a minute. That's coming. That is just about guaranteed. Because once everybody sees him with the ones, what are you going to do? Because we've seen it from college. We've seen him do this every freaking Saturday. Then we saw him work out with pros. Then we saw him get trained by pro quarterbacks. So, we can't hear you. Yeah, because we're going to ask them questions. And then I want the Cleveland media to say, ask these questions. Why did you wait so long? You knew he was this good. You saw that he was this good. You went to visit him on this day. You talked to him on this day. You went and had a meeting with him on this day. You went to the East-West Shrine game. You met with him again on this day. You was back at the school on this day. You sent scouts over here on this. Y'all been hunting, been talking to Shedeur a whole senior season. And at the day of the draft, you decided you didn't want him? Ain't nobody else gonna call bullshit. Tony Grossi.
You've seen some training camp circuses. You were here for Tim Couch. You were here for Johnny Manziel. You were here for Baker Mayfield's rookie year and Brady Quinn's rookie year. What is going to be unique or different about Shedeur in training camp and preseason games?
Well, he's got such incredible fan support that I think if he isn't given any opportunities, the Browns are going to hear about that from their fans. I think at training, when fans attend training camp, it'll be obvious he's the most popular guy on the team.
Jeez.
I can feel that.
The fourth string quarterback is the most popular guy on the team.
Tony, I feel like you stopped short of saying the fans are going to riot.
No, but I think if they comport themselves like they do online, they may. Because I think there's a natural curiosity, too, even from unbiased fans of the Browns. Like, what is so special? Why does everyone love this guy so much?
What do you mean, why? You see it. You know what he is. You know what he brings to the table. You've seen his game. You've seen his mannerisms. You've seen how he fits in the community. He is an all-around good person and good player. Why do you keep asking the question? Why do people not want people to like this kid? Y'all don't like his dad. So since you don't like the father, it must carry on to the son. The son must pay for the sins of the father when the father has done no wrong. He was just better than everybody and told you he was. He didn't lie. He wasn't bragging. There's a difference of bragging and being confident. You brag about stuff you can't do or you think you can do. When you've done it, you're just telling the truth. Those are just facts. That's not bragging. I stay in a 4,500 square foot house. That's not bragging. Those are just facts. That's not bragging. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? People don't like Prime because They want him to shut up and be quiet and don't tell people the truth. And they don't like that he's so boisterous about his beliefs, his trust in God, his faith, his undying faith. And it rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But that's on you. He ain't pushing his faith on you. Only thing I see the man doing is wishing everybody well and hoping everybody has fortune and does great. Try to keep you from going down a bad path. And you don't want his son. You see the inspirational talks. This is why I don't understand how y'all don't understand Shedeur is a good kid. The inspirational talks that Deion is paid to give on the speaking circuit. His morning quotes that he gives daily on Twitter and on Instagram. The things that he teaches his players in his videos. That was Shedeur's daily life. He was getting those lessons every day. Every day. Him, Shiloh, Junior, Shalimar, DeAndre, all of them. They got those lessons every day. And you wonder why they are all so wholesome and good. But y'all want them to be crash out kids. Like the rest of them rich kids that go out there and make a mockery of their parents' hard work. That's not these children. That's not this quarterback. The man asked him a couple of weeks ago, what is the one thing that has improved since you've been here that you think you've gotten better at? That man said his spirituality. And they like to lost their mind. Unbelievable. What does he mean? Yes, he told y'all he didn't got closer to God. And y'all don't understand that. And that's fine. But don't beat him down for that. Because that's what makes him good. That's what he lives for. Just because you got different life choices, that's on you. But don't knock another man for what they do and what they believe in and what makes them great. Because the way I feel about Donald Trump right now, y'all might as well, we're not even going there. But anyway, man, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tony Grossi does not understand Shedeur. That's why G. Bush is mandatory. G. Bush is needed in all of these situations. And his voice needs to stand tall and he needs to do his thing like he's been doing. Get on this mic and tell your homeboys what's up. And I'm a fan of G. Bush for doing that. He been 10 toes down. He been letting them have it. And we gonna keep supporting too. So when he's streaming or when he dropping videos in the barbershop, y'all make sure y'all show up. We know he on UCSS and all that, but the barbershop is what we blowing up. So y'all go support G. Bush. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good day. Y'all know I gotta go take a small nap because you know your boy gotta get on the road tonight and make a quick trip. You figure me? I gotta get this moolah. With my other drivers. I got 2 drivers out tonight, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good day. Peace. No, we ain't gonna do it like that. We ain't gonna even do it like that. I'm out. No, I'm sorry.